Welcome back, viewers! 8 stretches you need to be doing every day to maximize flexibility. Dealing with tight hamstrings or stiff hips? It's about time you loosen up. Stretching isn't hardcore nor appealing, and it likely won't give you the same rush that a running session or a HIIT class will. Nevertheless, doing flexibility work is important for a well-rounded fitness routine. When your muscles aren't capable of relaxing and stretching enough, it can potentially strain or stress out other parts of the body. Additionally, it can also limit your mobility. The good news is that stretching won't take so much of your time. 10 to 15 minutes a day will do. But enough about the classic neck roll, shoulder roll, and the legs. Let's take it up a notch a little bit and move on to stretches like the Piriformis stretch and many more that will truly maximize flexibility. Interested now? Stay tuned! Why is boosting your flexibility important? Improved flexibility brings a wide range of physical benefits. Before we discuss the 8 stretches, let's first touch on the ways maximizing your flexibility can help you. Will it truly reduce pain and the risk of injuries? Learn the answers here. Number 1. Improved posture and balance. Stretching increases your muscular flexibility. As a result, it allows your body to have a proper alignment and correct any imbalances. Also, thanks to the increased range of motion, it may be easier to sit and stand in certain ways. Number 2. Greater strength. The more flexible you are, the greater your strength becomes. This ensures your muscles are strong enough to support you in your movements. Number 3. Less pain. Once your muscles are lengthened and opened up, your body will start feeling better overall. Less tensed muscles lead to fewer aches and pains. Number 4. Reduced risk of getting injured. Having more flexibility and strength lets you withstand more physical stress. Moreover, correcting muscle imbalances reduces your chance of having injuries during workouts. Number 5. Better physical performance. Increased flexibility allows your muscles to work effectively, which in turn leads to greater body movement. As a result, you can perform better physically. Maximizing flexibility with these 8 stretches. Number 1. Standing hamstring stretch. Targets neck, back, glutes, hamstrings, calves. A hamstring stretch while standing can provide a deeper stretch, thus must be done with caution. For beginners, it's especially important to use the correct posture. How? Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, knees slightly bent, and arms by your sides. Exhale as you bend forward at the hips, lowering your head toward the floor. Throughout the movement, you should keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Then, put your arms around the back of your legs and pause for at least 45 seconds up to 2 minutes. Bend your knees and roll up when you're done. Number 2. Lying pectoral stretch. Targets chest, shoulders. This stretch is ideal to do before or after pushing exercises such as rows or push-ups. It helps alleviate tight muscles and promote blood flow to your chest and shoulders. How? Lie on your stomach with both arms extended to the sides. This should form your body into a T shape. Now, push off the ground using your left hand and bend your left knee for balance as you start to roll to your right side. You should feel a stretching sensation in your right side pectoral muscles. As your mobility increases, you'll be able to stretch as well as roll your body further. Repeat on the other side. Have you heard of the piriformis muscle? It's a deep internal hip rotator on the outside of the butt. Aside from boosting flexibility, stretching this muscle relieves hip and back pain. Discover how to perform this piriformis stretch. Number 3. Piriformis stretch. Targets hip, back, glutes. Good piriformis equals good glutes, which then allows for unrestricted, pain-free movement of the butt and upper legs. How? Sit on the floor extending both legs in front of you. Cross your right leg over your left and plant your right foot firmly on the floor. Put your right hand on the floor behind your body. Meanwhile, put your left hand on your right quad or your left elbow on your right knee. Then press your right leg to the left as you twist your torso to the right. If the spinal rotation bothers your back, forget about it and just use your left hand to pull your right quad in and to the left. Number 4. Lunge with spinal twist. Targets hip flexors, quads, back. This stretch is dubbed as the world's greatest stretch in the fitness world. It's because it offers relief from posture-related pain or discomfort associated with prolonged sitting. How? Start by standing with your feet together. Take a huge step forward with your left foot so you're in a staggered stance. Now bend your left knee and get into a lunge. At the same time, keep your right leg straight behind you with your toes on the ground. You should feel a stretch at the front of your right thigh. Next, put your right hand on the floor and twist your upper body to the left as you extend your left arm toward the ceiling. Maintain this position for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Repeat on the other side. Before we continue, a like would be great. Number 5. Figure 4 stretch. Targets hips, glutes, lower back, hamstrings. Given the passive nature of the pose, it's an amazing and gentle method of relieving symptoms associated with sciatic and knee pain. How? Start by lying on your back with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your left foot over your right quad. Then proceed to lift your right leg off the floor. Hold on to the back of your right leg and gently pull it toward your chest. Once you feel a comfortable stretch, pause there. Keep it still for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Switch sides and repeat. If you've done a pigeon pose before, then the next one is a modification of it. Care to know? Find out here. Number 6. 90-90 stretch. Targets hips. This stretch helps with the internal rotation of one leg and the external rotation of the other. It's great for those with very tight hip flexors. How? Sit on the floor and keep your right knee bent at 90 degrees in front of you. Your calf should be perpendicular to your body and the sole of your foot facing to the left. Keep your right foot flexed. Allow your leg to rest flat on the floor. Now put your left knee to the left of your body and bend the knee so that your foot faces behind you. Keep your left foot flexed and your right butt cheek on the floor. Move the left cheek as close to the floor as possible. It may be impossible if you're super tight. Hold for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Repeat on the other side. Number 7. Sphinx pose. Targets lower back, chest, shoulders. This pose is a gentle back bend perfect for beginners. It also strengthens the spine, lengthens the abs, and firms the buttocks. How? Lie on your stomach with your legs straight out behind you. Lift your chest by placing your elbows under your shoulders and your forearms on the floor. Next, press your hips and thighs into the floor and imagine lengthening your spine while keeping your shoulders relaxed. Sit up just enough to feel a nice stretch in the lower back. Don't hyperextend and stop immediately if there's any discomfort or pain. Number 8. Butterfly stretch. Targets hips, glutes, back, thighs. Perfect for all levels. This stretch relieves hip tightness and of course enhances flexibility. It's especially good after strenuous workouts, prolonged sitting, and repetitive movements. How? Sit tall on the floor with the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles or feet, contract your abs, and slowly lower your body toward your feet as far as possible while pressing your knees toward the floor. If you're too tight to bend over, just press your knees down. Hold this stretch for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Safety first. Stretching daily is great and all, but it's also crucial not to overwork your joints. Here are some safety reminders you should always keep in mind. Number 1. Always be careful not to lock the joints during a stretch, as this can cause hyperextension. Hyperextension is when joints are extended beyond their normal limits, which can increase the risk of injury. Number 2. If a stretch is painful, immediately stop and rest to avoid a strain or sprain. Number 3. Don't bounce during stretches because it can increase the risk of injury. Number 4. Having good posture during each stretch must be observed at all times. Number 5. If your stretching routine is causing you pain, you should check with a doctor or physical therapist. You shouldn't experience excessive discomfort if you're properly performing stretches. Which of the stretches do you find easiest and hardest? Leave your answers, thoughts, or questions below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. For more interesting facts on the human body, subscribe to the channel. Here are 2 more videos you should check out. Both of them will definitely help you reach your goals.